The taboo subject, transitioning up bits. When to do it, how to do it, what bits to use. That's what I'm going to go over today. So here I have a 3-year-old gelding. He has been with me for about 2 months here and really starting to come along nice, really starting to soften up. So I start colts in a nice snaffle like this. I don't really have a preference between a Makati rein or split reins, but this is the snaffle I start them in, and once they get a real good foundation and start understanding body control, that's when I'll transition into a curb bit. And so this curb bit has rotating shanks and a medium port. I find colts handle really nice in this. It takes a few sessions to get them there, but we're going to show you today what the first session in a new bit looks like, and we're also going to show you how he handles in the snaffle, so it gives you an idea of when I like to transition colts up. So I've got this guy warmed up a little bit now. I'm just going to show you where he's at. And so I've got him getting pretty soft to my leg, to the bridle. Like I can come in here, keep that head pretty soft in my hands, bend that body, do transitions like that. See, those ribs are bending nice. He's giving to that bit really ideally, honestly. This is a real nice colt. Whoa. He's starting to be able to come around, and really, like, moving off the legs is one of the vital parts. I want them to have something that they understand when I put that new bit in their mouth, because that new bit is going to be a totally different feel than what they're used to. And so if you have one constant or something there that they understand, then it's easier for them to transition. And so this guy, he also knows, like, shoulders. Pick those shoulders up, move them over. So you can see he's still colty, still young, isn't perfect at everything, but he's just getting to the point where he's soft. I think it's a good time to transition. Having that curb bit will really help him get lighter in his maneuvers and in his mouth, in my opinion. With a snaffle bit, there's no pressure until I actually have contact and am asking. But on that curb bit, it's a gradual pressure with that leverage bit. And so you can have a tiny bit of pressure on that curb bit, and then it just builds and builds and builds into what you need. And so I find the curb bit is a bit more like I would say my legs are. You know, I add a tiny pressure, and then I bring my heel in, then I maybe roll that spur. And so it's just a gradual pressure build. I don't have to do as much once they get used to that leverage bit. Easy. So you saw that right there. He really was reading my body with that when I transitioned down to this walk. And that's another area. I want them to be able to start reading my body rather than being solely dependent on the bridle. Some horses are more naturally better at it than others. He's kind of a natural. Let's switch bits. One of my favorite sayings and opinions with bits is the hands behind the bit matter a lot more than the bit itself. what you do with your hands, with your feel, how you understand pressure and release, I believe that has a lot more to do with how your horse responds to a bit than the bit itself does. Now, I really like this bit. I have 3 bits about identical to it. Just, they really are what works for me. So when I first put a new bit in a horse's mouth, I like to be in an arena where I can just wander around, get them used to me pulling them around a little bit. So I'm bringing my outside leg in here, pressing with that outside leg, because that's the constant. That's what he understands. And then I'll draw with that inside rein a little bit. I just do my best to stay nice and easy on him. Try not to be yanking on his mouth. You saw how I was doing all those transitions in the snaffle. I don't do that just yet. I usually take 2 or 3 days before I start really working on that stuff. See, he's just a little confused here. So I'm just going to hold some steady pressure until there he gives his head. But I'm not going to get overly worried about him getting confused like that. It's just stay calm, relaxed, keep it slow. So here, he's like, what are you asking me to do? He's not sure. Outside leg, outside leg. He tips that head in. There, that's what I'm looking for. Just looking for little gives. Nice. And so I might start asking for a little vertical while we're doing this too. So I'll come back to my vertical exercise. I'll pick up 1, 2, 3, 4. There, he gave. Give all the way back. Outside leg, turn him in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bump, bump, bump with my legs. There, beautiful. Bump, bump, nice. Turning him this way, just gonna draw nice and easy. Turned his head. He's handling it very nice. And if I do much trotting and loping, again, it's just big circles, nice and easy on him. Tomorrow I'll add a little more. 3rd day, make it a little more complex, and by the 4th day, I'll honestly be working on the exact same stuff I was working on in that snaffle. He's wanting to drop that inside shoulder a little bit there. So I don't mind coming in and correcting little things like that. So he's dropping that inside shoulder, come in, press with that leg, push him out, there. See, right here, he's really reading my body language. I can feel him listening. If I relax my seat, he does the same thing. I love to transition a horse that can do that because it makes this transition so much easier because I'm not having to really get on his mouth right now. Now, if he tosses his head like that, I'm not really okay with that. I'll just come in, lightly hold, come in, lightly hold, bump, push him, there. Just looking for little gives. So he's a little confused, there. Asking, looking for that vertical, bump, bump, there. Asking, there. Now I'll stop. Ooh. There. So we're basically just taking things back to the basics and starting from the ground up, but it comes really fast because he has that foundation. And I would say that's even a pretty good day there. I might lightly flex him a little bit each side, but again, just nice and easy. Awesome. And that's how I like to transition a horse up into the bridle. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Drop a comment below. Please share this if you enjoyed it. And also go to our website at barjailhorsetraining.com. We have lots of exclusive content on horse training, different series on there that is available to all of our subscribers. Check it out. Take care. Good luck with your horse.